So most of the discussions we are saying we should go digital to maybe avoid corruption, because if everything is computerized and then you just speak to the computer like I did, because if it was maybe a man-to-man issue, maybe something would have been played. But I didn't see a single World Bank person until I was declared the winner. So I think going digital is important. But my message to the World Bank during the meetings was that we need it. We need digitalization. But I think we should be the producers of our hardware, because going digital, we need computers, we need other infrastructural development. But their own discussion was just pushing Africa to go digital. But how can we go digital when we cannot produce our own hardware? So this has been my argument with them, even with some colleagues who won from other African countries. Yeah, like yesterday night, somebody was telling me, Tholoma, do you know what? We need to first raise the awareness of digitalization. We need to first make the youth to learn the digital space that is available, so that later we can now manufacture. We are not ready for manufacturing yet. So and then I said, okay, what do you mean? You're telling me let's roof our house without building the wall? Because if you say you are going to digitalize the economy and then we cannot produce the hardware, that's very expensive. For instance, AYV, let me take AYV for an example. Ambassador Anthony Navo Jr. is giving a lot of billions of loans to somebody outside Sierra Leone for hardware importation, right? Because for AYV to be seen in every corner of this country, it needs a very massive investment on hardware. So he is importing them. So I am proposing we should produce this hardware, so that instead of ambassador getting somebody rich outside Sierra Leone, that person will be rich here. Instead of making somebody billionaire outside Sierra Leone, yes, and then it will boost our economy.
What's the potential for Sierra Leone to get to that point where even rice that we grow in Sierra Leone, we're not able to properly export that on a large scale? What's the possibility of us getting to that point?
Well, when I raised this point at the World Bank, I think people are doubting the potentials of Africa in that respect. Like the country manager here, Gil Martin, I had a meeting with her, and then I proposed the same to her. And then she was saying, oh, Tholoma, you know what? We cannot compete with people like China. We cannot compete like... I said, we are not competing. We are simply producing our own hardware, right? So what's the potential? I think we have the potential. It is just about redirecting our focus on what we do. We are spending a lot of money on importing rice. We are spending a lot of money on importing other things, right? So if we redirect that money we are using on importing rice to that of producing rice, I think that's great. Because those we are buying rice from, they are investing money on the rice, right, for the production, and then they sell it to us for profits.
Maximize profits.
Right? So we can still use that same money we are using to buy rice, produce ours, then sell it in a very reasonable way.
So in the meantime, while we produce, we can just eat gari or cassava.
Yeah?
In the meantime, while we produce, we can just eat gari or cassava.
We cannot say we can just eat gari and cassava. I think we should strike a balance. We should strike a balance. We should not just be dependent on the rice production. But I think the rice production then will say, okay, let's eat gari. I think it is because we have not been focused on it.
So
because we can even take loans.
You have your blog. You have your blogging platforms to go and follow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, this is where we draw the curtains down in today's edition of Wake Up Sierra Leone. Remember, our quote for today's program has been from late Kofi Annan, who says, "Education is a human right with immense power to transform. On its foundation rests the cornerstones of freedom, democracy, and sustainable human development." I am Phoebe Wheel.
And I am Sema Wise-Bangura, apologizing to you, our viewers and listeners, again for the the non-show up of the representatives from the Office of the First Lady and the Ministry of Information. We apologize. And this is how we tell you to continue staying with us, because we are your home of all things credible, factual, and all times balanced. AYV. Take care of yourself.
Have a good day. Cheers.
You're watching AYV Television.